Hey guys, welcome back to the channel once again. So we're out here in my camper, which you probably see in the background on some of my videos. So we hopefully get to go camping here. Like to go fishing and do some trout fishing this summer, and hope we get to go. But one of the projects I want to work on is that in the kitchen I only got two drawers, and we put the silverware in the bottom drawer here with a bunch of other utensils, knives, stuff like that. And every time you go to grab a fork or something like that, it's always at the bottom of the drawer. So I think I've got a solution for that. So stay tuned, and I'll show you what I came up with. And we appreciate you watching again. At this point here, I'm starting to just rip the sides for the boxes down. I just used 1/2 inch plywood. Nothing really fancy here. Just kind of keep it basic and simple. Then I cut them down to length, the fronts and the sides. And from that point, I just measured up to what size I need to cut the bottom down to. And I'm cutting a 1/4 inch piece of plywood down for the bottom, and then ripping it to length. And I'm just doing a basic butt joint here with glue, and then use brad nails to hold the box together. Nothing fancy here for the joinery, just basic butt joints. Once I got all the corners nailed together, I just glued the bottom on, again keeping it basic and simple. And I use the bottom square. Once I nail one of the corners, then I square up the box and then nail the other corners out. It'll square the box up for you. And just put a few brad nails. Now I'm starting to cut the rails for the box itself. So I'll make my first cut, and then on the second cut the notch out, and this will make the rails that the box will slide on. And from there, I'm just kind of lining up the sides, kind of make sure everything looks like it's going to work good as far as the right thickness and stuff. And then I just, on the sides, I glue again. I just keep it basic, just glue it on the side rails and clamp them down in place. On the two guide rails that will mount underneath, just pre-drilling here, countersinking the holes so I can get them ready to mount underneath the drawers for the drawers. And then from that point, I added a front face, a piece of maple, little, I think 1/4 inch thick maple, and again I just glued it in place. And just clamping it down just to make sure I hold it in place till it glue dries. From there, then I just lined up. Just got to make sure that you keep enough width on the side of your table that you can drop it down for when it goes into the bed. And like that's what I'm measuring here, make sure I got enough width on the side. Just pre-drill, just make sure you don't drill too deep to the table. Otherwise you'll have a hole in the top. So, and then I just use some short screws to mount the rails on. And add the second rail and screwing that down in place. And then from there I just flipped it over just to kind of make sure everything looks like it lines up, and it's going to work just fine. Then from there I decided to go ahead and add some catches, keep the drawer from sliding out. So I added the catch, and then I realized I need to have to cut the back out to get the drawer on. So here I'm just making a couple quick cuts on the two sides. And then I'll finish it off with the jigsaw. And I got the opening. Now the drawer will actually slide on, and the catch will hold the drawer in place. Then to keep the drawer from pulling out and falling on the floor, I just add a little back piece of board on the back, get another piece of maple, and this will hit the drawer catch and keep it from falling out on the floor. So
If you ever need to take the drawer back off, you'll have to pull the back off.
All right, guys. Appreciate you watching this time. Again, we got this little project finished up. Just built some little drawers up underneath the table here in the camper. Had limited space in my drawer over there, and every time I went to get a silverware or something like that, you had to dig all the way to the bottom of the drawer. So, nice thing about this is if you're sitting here eating and you forget to get a spoon or fork, you just slide it out, grab your fork, you're good to go. So, got 3 drawers, small one here in the middle, and then the large one here on this end here. So they all got catches in it, keep them from falling on the floor, and then they all stop too. They won't come out. So, all right, guys. Appreciate you watching again, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.